Has the game lost its color? We're here to bring it back. FC Barcelona and 1xBet. Color your game.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the final day of action here at the 2026 Inter-County Championship here at the INEC Arena in Killarney, County Kerry. So today begins the knockout stage of the Inter-County Championships, We have 16 teams competing in the men's championship and 9 teams competing in the Shield. Our first stage game this morning in the championship is between Wexford and Galway, and this will be a very, very interesting match. On the stream board,
Galway to throw first. Game on.
we have Jason Cullen of Wexford and Darren Lally of Galway.
140.
And a 140 to start by Darren. But Jason, as we know, is a very, very good thrower. And on the other board, we have Neil MacDonald against James
60.
Joyce. So this promises to be a very, very good match.
140.
Back-to-back 140s for Darren.
95.
Lands him on 221 after 6. On throw.
55.
Doesn't leave a finish there, but Jason is out of finishing range. So, plenty of time to clean up this 166.
60.
And on the other board, James Joyce is on 309 for Galway.
60.
And Neil MacDonald for Wexford is on 337. Both have thrown 9 darts. So, back to the stream board. Is this the first maximum? Not quite.
140.
So 106 in here. 86, treble 18 for double 16. Not going to go. So not
36.
the best setup from Darren. So Jason has a chance here. Can he find a couple of trebles? He can't. If he finds one, then this 46 is under pressure.
41.
It's still a pressure on the shot, but not as much as he would have liked. So 70, that leaves double 8, double 4. So double 4 left
62.
for Galway, but Wexford now with Jason Cullen. 105, looks to be starting on the 20s. No, down for the 19s, so 86, treble 18 for double 16. Yep, double 16.
73.
So double 4 for Darren.
Game shot in the
That is
first
the
leg.
first leg
Galway.
on the stream to Galway. A
Wexford
hold
to
of
throw
throw.
first. Game on.
So now Jason has the throw in this second leg. We are still in the first leg on the second board.
115.
And Wexford have just taken the first leg on that board. So both matches on the stage, first legs, both going with
100.
And if you thought the atmosphere was boisterous yesterday, it's going to be even louder today because this is proper
60.
knockout darts. Lose and you're out. And I'm delighted to say it's another Lily White takeover in the commentary booth. I'm joined by Kildare
36.
manager and INDO registrar Damien Gleeson.
Good morning, Jack.
How are we doing this morning, Damien?
All good, all good.
85.
Looking forward to another absolutely fantastic day of darts.
Just mentioned there that the first legs on both games have gone with the darts. So 1-0 to
60.
Galway on the stream board and 1-0 to Wexford on the non-stream board. And this is a face that we recognise from down the years, isn't it, Jason Cullen?
100%, yeah. Jason,
100.
very esteemed dart thrower for Wexford. Of course, Galway
43.
looking to capitalise on their run to the semi-finals, I believe, last year in this competition. They want to try and go one step further.
55.
They're a very capable team, our Galway. And just to go back to the non-stream board, just to keep you up to speed. So
82.
it is 1-0 to Wexford on that board. And against the darts, James is trailing, but can put a dent in a 251 that he's currently on. Doesn't leave a finish, so Neil McDonald will get 6 darts from 100 to 76. And he knocks in a ton.
80.
But this is a chance now for Jason to level up.
Double 8.
Twos never lose. They do on this occasion.
On this occasion, Commodore's curse strikes.
Not for the first time today. So a ton. That's the
A loose dart there.
That's the one dart you do not want to see when you're on 100.
No.
28.
So double 2 again for Jason.
He blocked it.
And on the second board, as Jason
score.
misses 3 more, it is 1 leg apiece. So deciding leg on the second stream, on the second board. So 51 left, 11 or 19. Double 16. That was a
40.
match dart to give Galway the first set. So double 2 again for Jason. Bit of double trouble here from a Wexford man. Can he find it? That's 2 very good markers. Oh, he's missed it again. So double 16 to give Galway the first set. And he finds it.
And the match to Galway.
Galway take the first set, and look at the reaction.
As I said, Galway, they want to go further than they did last year. They're going to be up for this, but then Wexford are no slouches either. No, they're going to want to.
Absolutely not. Wexford are a very, very good team. And the other game on the non-stream board is 1 leg apiece. Neil McDonald of Wexford is currently on 276 after 9. And his 12th darts get him down to 176, with James Joyce of Galway back on 299. So looking likely it's going to be 1 set apiece, but you just never know, do you?
Not with darts, no. You've seen Jason Cullen in that last game there, who was, in a commanding lead, kind of, and just couldn't hit that double to win it.
And this is the thing, as a small bit of confetti falls down there. I don't know if anybody noticed that. A bit early for that. But a ton 40 on the 15th dart for Neil McDonald, leaves double 18. Looks like it's double 9. So that was a single. So 1-3-2, the champagne shot for James Joyce, and this would be to give Galway a 2-0 lead. Not gonna go, so double 4 for parity. Double 1. And he's missed.
Shake of the head. Knew how important that dart was.
So it's 72 now. Oh, he's bad.
He's not happy with that. Not
It
happy
looks-
at all.
From what I can see here, it looks like he hit the single 16 with the first, gone for another, and fallen into either the 7 or the double 7. So if that's the case, then he's got 42 left if it is a double 7. He's left double 16 anyway, so it's a single 7. That was 49 left, so it's double.
There we are.
Not going to matter. It is 1 set apiece in this first to 7 match. And just to remind everyone, the difference today, it is still 13 sets, but it is first to 7. Once a team reaches 7, that is it. And as soon as a team reaches 6, we no longer have 2 matches on the stage. It is just the 1.
Has the game lost its color? We're here to bring it back. FC Barcelona and 1xBet. Color your game.
And we're back, folks. So we've just got a little run through of the other last 16 championship games that have kicked off. We have Offaly men and Sligo men is currently 1-all. Meath men and Cork men is 1-all. Dublin men are trailing 2-0 to Carlow men. Donegal are 1-all with Westmeath. Waterford men are 2-1 up against Clare men. And Kerry men, who of course had that fantastic game on the stage here yesterday against Cork, are 2-1 up currently. And then in Mayo men and Kildare men are 1-all.
And just to give you a quick update on the ladies, the two prelim games in the Shield, Carlow lead Waterford 1-0, and Galway lead Limerick by 1-0.
55.
So we will try and keep you up to date as the matches progress, but we are back on the stream board. And here is an absolute mountain of a man by the name of Jack Farragher.
Jack, yeah, of course, Jack, another one of the Irish contingent that went to
43.
school, I believe, this year.
That's correct, yeah. Very, very tricky customers, Jack.
Had a good run to the Leinster
58.
singles as well, I believe.
I believe he got to the final, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he played against Dublin's Sean McKeown.
That's right, yeah. Beat our own Dottie
60.
Whelan in the Kildare Dottie Whelan in the semis.
Never ever a bad thing to lose to Jack, in all fairness.
58.
I mean, I've known Jack for, well, I've known him from the county scene for the last 10 or 11 years, and he's always been very, very consistent.
41.
And
140.
Jack's opponent in this game is Enda Dively.
Of course, off
60.
stream we have Stephen Byrne Jr. against Gavin Murphy on our other board.
And just to update
60.
you on that game, has only just begun with Wexford throwing first.
100.
So Jack on 157 after 15 darts. Not going to take it out, but wants to try and get at least one
60.
treble. Well, 97 is not the worst, Leave.
Not the worst, no.
So 142 now for Enda. That looks like a 1 with the second dart. And he's picked off a
72.
treble 17 in the end to leave 70. So treble 19. Like this double 12 left, I believe. And he's just missed it.
73.
So 70, looking at treble 18 or treble 10. Treble 10 with the first, was that a 10 or a 15? Two 15s then for tops.
Game shot.
And he's found
great.
it.
Fantastic recovery after slipping into the 15 there.
I think that's the reason why treble 10 is one of the more popular ways, because falling to the 15.
You have those options, don't you, around you?
96.
Yeah, if you fall into the 15, you can go for 15 again to leave tops. And that was a great finish. But a good 96 from Jack to start the second leg. And with this format early on, I mentioned it
58.
yesterday, you lose one leg, you're immediately at that point of no return. You can't afford to lose another leg.
No, you have to kick on from in the
59.
second leg. You have to try and get that big score in there to kick yourself off, you know.
That's it. And if you start poorly in the second leg, you are
100.
bang under it straight away. But this has been a good leg so far. Only 3 points separating them. But Jack straight in.
100.
9 darts down to 246. Very, very good leg for Jack on the throw.
42.
And pressure is off now as things stand. With only 42 from Enda, so Jack.
39.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Unlucky bounce out there.
But only a 140 really hurts Jack from here. And that looks like two singles.
60.
Yeah, only 60. So Jack will want to see at least one treble here, and he's found it.
Found it first. Oh,
Oh,
two.
is this going to be a 171?
137.
That leaves 70. And of course, we're going to try and keep you up to date with the game on the non-stream board as the first max fires in by Enda down to 61. So Jack
Pressure
on
on that
70.
70.
So 67,
Straight
17
into
for
the
the bull,
treble.
double 8.
Oh, he just
62.
wired the double 8.
And look at that, from nowhere in the leg to pressure on straight away. 61. What way is he going to go? 46 left, so 10, 6 or 14. 10, double 18.
Game shot.
And he's found
Fantastic.
it.
What a finish. That's 2 pop finishes there now in session to take Galway into a 2-1 lead.
And that is also, by the way, 2-4-1 in 6 starts.
Fantastic.
Exceptional stuff.
And that's it. That's why you can't write off when you're, no matter what position you're in, you cannot write off. You know, big scores just get you straight back into a game, and we've seen that a 180 took them right back into it. And then a beautiful finish there in the end. Galway 2-1 up in this game.
And our other game on the non-stream board, just again to keep you up to date, which is between Stephen Byrne Jr. and Gavin Murphy. That is currently 1-0 to Wexford. And Stephen Byrne has kicked off the second leg with a 101 score. And for Galway, 338 for Gavin after 6 starts. So this one's nicely poised as well. But in this set, Wexford win it, parity is restored. If Galway win it, then it is 3 sets to 1 and just 4 sets away from the finishing
3
post.
sets to 1 in a race to 7. Puts them in a commanding position. But again, darts, anything can happen, anything can change.
But we've seen come from behind wins many, many times. Like, you can be 4 or 5 sets up, and all it takes is just one result to kick the team that's behind right back into the match.
Oh, certainly. I think, was it to be inter-counties last year where Limerick were 5-1 up against Dublin, and the flick of a switch, Dublin all of a sudden were 5-all and went on to win it in the end, you know, and that's just...
That starts for you. It's not like football where you can just knock the ball back to waste time.
No.
This, you have to, if it's 7 sets, you have to get there. There's no chance to waste time or run the clock down. So to update you again on matches around the arena. So in the Shield prelim, Louth lead Leitrim by 3 sets to 1. In the championship, I'm not seeing a score here for Meath against Cork, Donegal, Westmeath or Dublin Carlow. I don't know why that's not popping up.
Meath are currently 2-1 up against Cork. It's updating here at the moment, unfortunately, folks.
But the scores I do have in front of me, Waterford are leading Clare 3 sets to 1. Kerry are 2-0 up against Cavan. Galway, as you know, are 2-1 up against Wexford. Kildare and Mayo are deadlocked at 1 apiece. And Offaly leads Sligo 2 sets to 1.
Byrne Jr. has just levelled the game here. Oh, sorry, I apologise. It's a level game here. Yeah, Galway are 1-1 here on our board off stream, sorry.
So that was Gavin who pinged.
Gavin Murphy, sorry, yes. Gavin pinged.
The double to level up, and this is where the pressure can tell, because it's either going to be 2 sets apiece or Galway will take a 3 sets to 1 lead. And going into this game, I was trying to think about it before, because you try, I think, to work out in your head who the favourites are going to be. In this game, I think Wexford and Galway both are quite evenly matched.
Yeah, they're quite kind of on a level par there. Both have some fantastic players playing for them, and both have youth playing for them. I believe Gavin Murphy here, a youth player for Galway.
And for Wexford, we have a very popular youth player in Tyler O'Connor.
100%, yeah, that's... Next up on our stream will be Ger Fox against the Terminator, Dylan Dowling.
Dylan, I believe, was on the Ireland team for the Islands Internationals.
Yeah, another contingent that was very successful in the Ennis back at the end of January. Of course, Dylan is pushing for an Irish play. He's in the rankings there to push for an Irish place for the Six Nations. I believe he's in contention for the development tour as well. You know, so Dylan is playing good darts lately.
So just to update you, Damien, on matters with Kildare, I believe it is currently 2 sets to 1 in favour of Mayo, but the game between Niall Orr And I'm just trying to see who Niall is up against here.
Patrick Walsh.
That is currently one leg apiece, with Niall throwing first in the last leg.
And
And
just in another thing there, I've just after seeing it there, Dublin have come back 2-all now in that game against Carlow men. Dublin, of course, were 2-0 down, now 2-all. It looks to be a cracking game down on the floor.
we love the darts, don't we?
Of course.
This is what we live for. The absolute sheer drama of it all. So, 117 is the shot for Wexford to try and level up.
Gavin Murphy sitting on 80. If he doesn't,
Oh, he's missed the board going for the 17. It's either outside the board. Oh no, he's hit the double 17, 23 left. May stay down the bottom of the board to leave double 10 to the 3 or 7 to leave double 8. Don't know what he's gone for there.
he went for the 3, did he?
He's gone for the 3 by the looks of it, yeah. So 80 in. That looks like it's in, so if that's in, it's not. It's 20 for tops then. Tops to give Galway a 3-1 advantage. Pulled it low.
Pulled it low.
So double 10
60 scored now. Double 10. Stephen Byrne Jr.
for 2 sets apiece. Double 10.
Composing himself there. Is he going inside?
It's hard to see from back here.
He's gone inside there. He's up on. Oh,
Oh, and he's missed it. He's missed.
hands in his head. You can see.
And by the looks of it from back here, obviously we can't see the board from back here, but that looked like it was very, very, very close. So now it's double 10.
Judging by the reaction, yeah, it looked to be probably on a wire near enough.
So double 10 to give Galway
Oh, he does it.
3 sets to 1 lead.
Gavin Murphy.
Gavin
That's
Murphy pings the double 10 to give Galway a 3
Look at that.
sets
Look
to
at
1
look
lead.
at that's what inter-county darts is all about.
Yeah, look at that reaction.
The reactions, the cheering, the
And look at the team spirit there. You can see
yeah.
that's what inter-county darts is all about.
Stephen Byrne Jr., you know, he can walk away there, held high, you know, he did all he could, you know, and unfortunately just the wire is the,
Wire trouble, isn't that what they call it?
that's it.
So we're just waiting now for the next stream game to get started.
So the players are lining up there. I said Dylan Dowling, a recent Ireland international at the
That's why I'm here.
and there's Tyler O'Connor for Wexford, a man we were just speaking about shortly a little while ago.
And Tyler, if I'm not mistaken, got to the last 32 of the singles on Friday night.
He did indeed, yes.
And that was a field of 300 and something players, so that is no mean feat.
Yeah, 350 odd players for our singles, men's singles on Friday, and of course a record-breaking 97 ladies for the ladies singles on Friday, which was fantastic. It was fantastic to see. It was fantastic to be involved in. You know, inter-county weekends. This is the pinnacle of darts in Ireland for all of the counties. You know, this is what we work for all year long. It's what we do our trials. It's what we do our fundraisers. It's what we do everything for. Is that
Without
for
a
these
shadow
weekends.
of a doubt.
And of course we have 2 more coming up shortly. Of course next weekend we've got the youth inter-counties in the Shearwater Hotel, and then we follow on 8 weeks later. We're back down in Killarney for our B inter-counties. Of course, you've seen Jack there remonstrating with the players just to walk around. Is not to block the view of the camera.
I wasn't trying to get away from you, Damien, I promise.
Just a quick recap on a couple of the games on the floor. Waterford men currently 3-all with Clare men. Meath men have taken a 3-1 lead against last year's finalist Cork. 4-1 lead, sorry, it's just after updating there to me. Westmeath men are 3-2 up currently on Donegal, last year's winners.
Well, that would be a shock.
I'm telling you, there is Offaly men are 3-1 up against Sligo. Louth are 3-2 up in the Shield preliminary game against Leitrim men.
Could be some shocks on the cards here.
There could be, you know, and again, as we spoke about it a few times on this stream, Jack, it's darts, it's anyone's game, you know, it all on the day, you know.
Well, this is it, and just rings home though, as good as Donegal are, there is a target on their back, and teams are going to play their A game to try and beat them.
Of course, you know, we've kicked off here on stage with Dylan Dowling.
95.
Solid 95 to start off with.
And Dylan, also known as the Terminator. You don't see it on the back of his top because he's wearing the Galway colours, but Dylan the Terminator Dowling, I'd love to know where that nickname came from. And Dylan was also part of the Irish contingent that travelled to Q School in January.
Yeah, Dylan does a lot of PDC development tours as well.
Yeah, Dylan's always been a very, very tidy player.
59.
And Joseph is asking in the chat, how are Laois getting on?
Laois are not playing yet. They're not playing until 1:30 in the Shield.
108.
Only one game currently in the Shield, and Dylan Dowling bangs into 180.
And he's on 89 after 9 potential, 11 dart leg on throw. If there's ever a person you wanted to come in when you're
96.
already leading, it has to be Dylan Dowling.
Without a doubt.
So treble 19, double 16 for an 11 dart leg, double 8.
Game
12
shot
dart
number
leg, 12 dart leg, and that's it. There you go.
And just the tender average of leg one of 125.25. And maybe that's why they call him the Terminator.
Of course, the scoreline is currently 3-1 to Galway men on this game on the stage.
And we also have Tyler the Tiger on the non-stream board. And
40.
do you have the scoreboard in front of you there, Damien, for that game?
Indeed, it's currently 0-all, but Tyler is on 197 and the Galway men are on 124.
37.
Tyler thrown there now. 23, not ideal.
99.
So
99
Dylan,
from Dylan puts him right back in this game.
and he's just averaging 106, that's all.
That's all. That's all. 106 on a stage in Killarney.
77.
But he has that game, Dylan. You can see it. He's a fantastic player. You know, and
There's a reason he
if I
qualified.
was to turn into
94.
Mystic Jack for a little while, I could probably sum up that he could be one of another Irish player to get a PDC Tour card in the near future.
Without a shadow of a doubt. We've seen what he can do. We know how good he is. It's not a case of if, it's a case of
140.
when. But that's a nice ton 40. And the big fish could be reeled in. He will get a pop at it. Oh, and look at Dylan now going for the 18s.
Great last
89.
start.
Yep. So 170. The big fish, 2 treble 20s, and a bull. There's 1.
Go on.
There's 2.
Here, fishy, 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 fishy.
We're going to reel it in. He didn't
130.
go for it.
Didn't go for it. Didn't go for it. My God.
My gob is well and truly smacked.
99.
I suppose when you look at it in hindsight, his team is 3-1 down. That one dart at double, he didn't want to be fluffing around with if he missed, if he went outside of it, but
It's double 10 now.
Game shot
there
in
we
the
are.
second round.
Justified.
Justified, not going for it. Had he hit the 25 and left 25, he may have faffed around and Dylan would have come back in.
Exactly. 25 is never a give me, you know, in darts. It's always one of those checkouts that you could go anywhere. You
It's
could
one
get
of
it in
those
two,
because-
you could flap about and you could be down and all of a sudden you're ruined.
Like, here's the thing, he left
44.
himself top, so he had 3 clear darts at a double with 25. What if he missed a single with the first dart or pulled it into the treble 9?
That's it. That's it.
And that's never out of the question, so right decision in the end.
As much as we would like to
96.
see a 170 on the stage, you know.
We haven't seen one this weekend on the stage.
No. Big shout out to Leish's Alan Byrne, is it?
134.
Missed the dart for the 9 darter yesterday.
That's right, but he did go out in 10, didn't he?
Yeah.
Great leg of darts, missing double for a 9, but 10 dart leg on at the Killarney All-Ireland
94.
Championship.
And a game
Not
off
bad.
stream. Galway have taken a 1-0 lead and a commanding lead in this second leg. 60, 140, 100 leaves them on 201. after
95.
And Dylan, 9 darts thrown to 228, averaging 99.58 in this one.
59.
And no treble gives Dylan a serious advantage in this decider, which could put Galway 4 sets to 1 up.
95.
12 darts thrown to 133.
That's in the game off street. David Castle now left 91 to leave himself 110 after 12
91.
darts.
It's 133 for Dylan. He should start on the 20s. Treble 20 with the first. All treble 19, so 114 left. Treble 18 with the last 3 tops.
57.
So 76 left. But 161. And if he hits the 2 trebles this time, he will have to go for it.
There's
Treble
one.
17.
Just
back-
under the,
just under the
just
wire.
under
this
the
time.
wire of the treble.
We'll go
Like
back
that.
up to leave double 12.
97.
So 76 for Dylan. The equation is simple. The execution,
You would feel he has to take it. You'd feel he has to take it here.
Because 64 is a very makeable finish.
Yeah,
So the route for this is treble
composing
20
himself here.
for double 8. Double 8
2 darts.
to finish up in 17 darts and to put Galway 4 sets to 1 up. Oh,
68.
Wire. The other side of the wire.
64 now, treble 16 or treble 8. Double 16, double 8, sorry. Double 4. And he
60.
missed. Dylan comes back.
A reprieve, massive reprieve there for Dylan. You know, he looked to tidy this up now.
So double 4 for Dylan Dowling to put Galway 4 sets to 1 to the good. Just composing himself. You don't want to rush into the shot.
No, you want to get yourself.
Game shot.
And he's
Fantastic
found it.
dart. What a dart. Smack bang
Look
in the
at
middle
the
of that double
reaction.
4.
Flexing the muscles. And that is 4 sets to 1. Look at what it means to him.
I believe it's 5 sets to 1, Jack. I think a game off stream has just ended with a Galway win as well.
Is that correct?
No, sorry, I apologise.
Oh no, we're still going.
We're still going.
And is that
We're gonna move
currently
away.
1 leg to nil?
It's 1 leg to nil to Galway.
And
Tyler O'Connor 50, 3 darts in hand. Oh, beautiful. Takes it out. 1-1.
now this, the pressure on the shoulders of young Tyler O'Connor here, because if he loses this leg,
It's Galway 5-1 up in a race to 7.
that's 5-1 to Galway.
You know, that means there's no room for Wexford in the next, you know, next two sets. You know, and that's massive. It's massive pressure on them, and it's massive.
And he's started off brilliantly, a ton in a decider. And just looking at the averages there, there's nothing wrong with those averages. So only 41. And a 1-3-4 from Tyler. Pressure, what pressure? Pressure's for tires. So 9 darts thrown for Tyler, and he's on 182. And this will be a second set on the board for Wexford should he see it out.
David Castle hasn't got going in this leg at all.
No, he hasn't.
You know, he threw some great darts in the previous 2 legs. You know, he just hasn't got going in this one.
And Tyler will come back now for 134. May go treble 18 first. Could potentially go treble 17. 2 treble 17s would leave double 16. He's looking. Yeah, he's gone for 2 treble 17s to leave double 16. Just asking them.
Just doing the right thing.
Yeah, just asking what's left.
Checking the marker, making sure that he's
down to 95, but could be under pressure now. 220 left. .78 scored, so small bit of pressure on 95, gone for the treble 19. So I'm not
happy
quite
with
sure.
that.
He's left double 8 by the looks of it. Yep, double 8. 142 now for Galway. So double 8.
Double 8 for Tyler O'Connor to.
And this is for the set. Double 4. And he's missed.
Shake of the head.
Maybe just that
Like
little bit of tension in the arm towards the end there. It's 42. We'll look at the 10, I would imagine. Double 16. For 5 sets to 1. Last dart in hand. Tyler's waiting to pounce.
Yes,
found
he's got
it.
Oh, he got it.
Just apologising there for the celebration.
No, I know it's tough. It's tough, especially in games like this, when you hit that winning double. You just want to celebrate, and you forget that your opponent is there. You just, you know, and
I think you just kind of
both.
lose yourself for a second, don't you?
You do, especially on this stage in this type of a match. You know, everything riding on it. Everything. You know, this is the place in the quarterfinals of the Inter-County Championship. You know, that's what it's about.
That's absolutely what it's about, and we're just awaiting the next players to the stage. And am I not mistaken? I believe one of these players on the stage is none other than Dmitry Zukov.
It is indeed.
And former star for Latvia at the PDC World Cup of Darts.
Yeah, and our semi-finalist on Friday night in our singles.
You couldn't ask for a better player to be stepping up.
No, great player is Dmitry. So relaxed in his throw, in his game, and everything is so precise with him. It's fantastic, and I suppose you see it with a lot of the European players that play on the tour and play that everything is just so relaxed and so precise with them when they're throwing. You know, you go back to, you know, Christopher Tysky and that just it's so.
Well, we just saw him throwing his 3 darts there. There's barely any movement. Very, very steady throw. And just to remind you all now, there are 2 games on the stage here, but should Wexford lose both of them, then Galway will advance to the quarter-finals of the Inter-County Championships, and Wexford's All-Ireland will come to an end.
Just to keep you on the scores around the floor today, folks, we have got some thrilling games here. Dublin 4-all currently with Carlow men. Dublin were 2-0 down. Meath are 4-all against Cork. Meath were 4-1 up in that game. You know, you have Mayo 4-2 up against Kildare. Kerry and Cavan are 4-2 up against Kerry men. Waterford 5-3 against Clare, and Offaly are 5-2 up against Sligo. Donegal and Westmeath men, it's currently 5-3 to Donegal. They've swung it. They were 3-2 down.
There was a potential shock on the cards, but we've seen this though with Donegal before. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, they played, was it Roscommon, and it went 7-6?
Yes, that was it, yeah. Roscommon had a great showing for themselves and just pipped in the end. But yeah, no, some cracking games on the floor here at the INEC Killarney. Glen Eagles Hotel, of course.
So on our stream board, as we said, Dmitry Zukov.
Of course, anyone just tuning in on YouTube, this is the Inter-Counties Championship last 16, brought to you by the INDO.
And just to remind you as well, so on the stream board it is Dmitry Zukov, and he takes on Wexford's Paul Murphy. And on our non-stream board, I don't think the names have come through yet.
Nuddy Kyo and Liam Gallagher are on our non-stream board.
Nuddy Kyo and Liam Gallagher. There's a very good player, is Liam. I believe Liam, didn't he have, back when the Tom Kirby Memorial used to take place, didn't he get to the final against Keane Barry one year?
I believe, yes, I believe correct and true.
And I think that Liam was actually 4-1 up in that game and narrowly lost it by 6 legs to 5. But a cracking player is Liam.
Good singer too.
Really? Can we get a tune out of him before the end of the weekend?
I don't know if that Liam Gallagher is sing, but I know one Liam Gallagher.
123.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the only one that's actually able to sing is the one from Galway.
Statement.
60.
Controversial, potentially. Nothing against the other Liam, by the way.
Here's Dimitri.
141.
Nice 1-4-1, just
Commanding lead in this leg.
so a 1-2-3 and a
95.
1-4-1. So 6 darts down to 237.
Right in the treble again.
And
137.
9 darts
Fantastic darts from Duke. But there you are, just the composure of them. It's just
9 darts thrown down to a ton.
100.
good reply there from Wexford men, needed it.
So 100, treble 20 tops for an 11 dart leg.
80.
Comes above the wire in his second dart, below it on his third. But still, he's in a comprehensive lead in this game. You should fancy him
60.
to see it out here now.
Yep, can go out in 15, 14 or 13. Should he need all 3. So it's double 10.
He'll be looking for that one. Just get it. Gets
There
it.
you go.
There you go.
Game shot in the first
Let's out a
leg.
roar.
So Dmitry Zukov takes a 1-0 lead on our stream board.
This is it.
And on our non-stream board,
45.
as I mentioned, it is Liam Gallagher, the Galway, up against Nuddy Kyo of Wexford. And that game
60.
is currently in the first leg. And Liam is on 276 after 12. And Nuddy is on 126 after
45.
15. So Nuddy has 126 left, but he has 6 darts at it. Doesn't need to go for the 19s route, but he could potentially, as
Dimitri back in the treble. Beautiful.
140.
Fantastic 140. Dimitri playing super darts here.
Great scores so far. He's averaging 110.
44.
in a game when his county's 5-1 up. This to make it 6-1. You know, if he goes on and wins this leg, which means that we'll only need one more to advance to the quarterfinals. You know, you got to think about the other board, the pressure.
30.
If Dimitri finishes his game, the pressure on Nuddy from Wexford there. If he does know that it's gone down that way,
Without a
you
doubt.
know,
Without a shadow
he knows
of doubt.
that he has to win his game. Otherwise,
41.
Wexford are travelling back home.
And it'll be an early end to their Sunday afternoon here at the INEC in Killarney.
That's it. And it's a funny one. I remember playing our game in the B intercounties last year, and I
58.
was playing a game, and I think I was third from last or that, and kind of I won my game. But when I got back, I had kind of heard that the pressure was on me, because if
60.
I hadn't won my game, we would have been out. And, you know, and that's what I'm glad no one told me while I was trying to tell you that.
You didn't want to know that.
99.
So-
Fantastic dart from Dimitri.
Dimitri's down to 114 after 15 darts. And looking very likely.
40.
So he should start on the 20s. He is looking up, so 20s. So treble 18 for tops. Tops it is.
Tops it is.
74.
He's missed over.
He's
but
skied it high, but look, he'll be back.
he can go forward to go out in 21, 20 or 19 darts here. But the shot will be under pressure.
77.
Averaging 93.
Tops it is. To book Galway. 6 sets to 1 to the good. Dmitry Zukov.
Liam
A
Gallagher's
former.
gone 1-0 up in our game off stream.
Double 10. Last dart in hand for Dmitry. He doesn't find
Get
it.
it.
20.
On the wire.
So an outside chance for Wexford, but it is a chance. 149, treble 20 with the first. He's not going to find it. He'll want to stay up there.
26.
Only 26. So to back comes Dmitry. With 3 darts in hand to put Galway 6 sets to 1 to the good. Double 10. Last dart in hand for Dmitry. And he
No
doesn't
score.
find it. So 123 then. Should start on the 19s. Oh, and he's not going to get a shot at it. 116 left. May stay down there, may go back up. He looks like he's looking up. He will stay up there. Treble 20 leaves double 18. No, he went across.
45.
So
Dimitri back at it now.
double 10 again. Can't afford to miss. 3 more. Double 10. Last one. And he
Game
finds
shot
it.
and the match to Galway.
And that is 6 sets to 1. So now Wexford are at the point of no return. If they lose this set on the non-stream board, then they are out of the Intercounty Championships at the last 16 stage. So to keep you up to date with this one, it is currently 1-0 to Liam Gallagher, who's on 167. But Nuddy is down on 74. And Liam has not finished the 167, so Nuddy Kyo 74.
Big dart.
This is huge. Is that in? Double 10. And he's found it.
Fantastic. He needed it. Needed that game. No, this is,
So that is a break of throw for Nuddy as well.
as I said earlier, he'll have seen Dimitri win that game. He knows full well what the scoreline is currently, you know, and he knows he needs to step up there.
Absolutely. And he started with a 57. You want to just, if you're not going to hit a treble, you want to just stay straight.
Yeah.
And this is the equation. It is quite simple. If Galway win this leg, they are through to the quarterfinals. If Wexford win this leg, then it is 6 sets to 2.
And we will be down to 1 board.
And that's how it works in the knockout stage, ladies and gentlemen. Once a team gets to 6 sets, it goes to 1 board, and you play every game on 1 board from there on in.
Fantastic start here now from Nuddy Kyo. 57, followed up by 100.
And follows with his 9th visit, only 43. So Liam 67 scored, gets him down to 329. But the advantage still with Wexford, and this is a leg on the Wexford throw. 95, brilliant. So 12 darts down to 206. But this is far from over. And 91 in response by Liam. And a 138
Fantastic.
from Nuddy to get himself down to 68. All Liam can do is put pressure on. And
Doesn't like it.
no, so 6 stars from 68 for Nuddy. That looks like a 20, is it? 16 for double 16. No, it was 8 for tops, and he has found it.
Oh, fantastic finish. Fantastic finish under pressure there.
So that is 6 sets to 2. And
6 sets to 2.
it does mean that Galway or Wexford, sorry, are still in this tie, but they have got to win 5 sets on the trot.
Just to keep you in line with some of the scores going on around the floor today in the Shield preliminary game, we have Loud men currently 5-3 up against Leitrim men. Offaly are beating Sligo men 5-3. Dublin 6-4 up against Carlow, having been 2-0 down earlier. Cavan men still 5-3 up against Kerry men. Donegal 6-3 up against Westmeath. Cork men have rallied. They're 6-4 up now against Meath, having been 4-1 down. And Waterford men 6-3 up against Clare. And in our final game, which is Mayo and Kildare, 6-2 currently to Mayo.
But to be fair, without being biased, it's an achievement in itself for Kildare to get this far.
Oh, 100%. You know, it's yeah, certainly a step in the right direction for Kildare, having not made the last 16 of the championship for I think it's 7 years. You know, process is there, that's nibbling away at it little by little.
You know, it's great to see, and I think if you're a fan of Irish darts in general, I think it doesn't matter who the county is. You love to see counties making progression every single year, don't you?
Yeah, you know, and you look at some of the counties around that are doing stuff, kind of making progression like year on year, you know. And I think it's a testament. And I think if you look towards even next weekend with our 65 youth teams, you know, and that's the progress that counties are making, because some counties there are sending 2-3 youth teams there, so there's 24 players that are, you know, they're the future of darts. They're the ones that'll be on this stage in 5-10 years time.
Absolutely. It's great to see, and the progression every single year within, whether it's Kildare darts, Laois, wherever.
That's it.
You want to see counties getting better. You want to see the standard of darts in this country improving, and I think this weekend has shown that Irish darts is progressing every single year with the record numbers we've had, and the darts we've seen on stage across the weekend.
That's it, you know. And I suppose I use the time to shout out to our own Kildare Darts Academy, run by Dave O'Sullivan, Janet Meanahan, Johnny Meanahan, Joe McDonough, Pauline Butler, you know, doing fantastic things for Kildare youths currently.
I think it's safe to say Kildare darts has, across the youths and the seniors, never been in a better place.
40.
Kicked off on our streaming game here.
So just to remind you, the
41.
equation is simple. If Galway win this set, then they are through to the quarterfinals. Should Wexford win this set, then it would be 6 sets to 3.
87.
So there will be 7 there from Galway. Sean Byrne. Sean Byrne drawn now for what? Wexford.
59.
The Sean Byrne for Wexford up against,
Pat Walsh from Galway.
and the concentrated look from Pat. He's got
70.
one thing in mind, and that's get this done now and not send it to a 10th set.
And that's it. We talked about pressure earlier on from Wexford.
85.
You know, Pat Walsh is under a bit of pressure himself now. He doesn't want to be that one player that, you know, maybe loses a game and it starts a comeback for Wexford. You know, he wants to put this to bed. He wants to be that one player that puts Galway into the last.
31.
Yeah, I think
They hit the quarterfinals, you know, and he wants that, but it's still pressure on him there.
that's the thing. From this point on, like, it's the contrast here. You want to be the
81.
player that wins the game to put your county through, but equally the other lad, you don't want to be the player who loses the game that ends your county's run.
No, and that's
Like, even though like there's like, let's be real, there's 6 other players who lost before you. It's not your
59.
fault. But I think there's something that players plays on their minds now and again.
it's mentally there on them, you know, that they, you know, and that's
85.
And that's a good 85. Gets him down to 150. And this is on the Galway throw, might I remind you. So 6 starts possibly.
2 starts there.
Yes.
39.
6 starts from 150. Looking at the 20s. May stay up there. 130 left. Might go across or come down. Oh, he comes
59.
down. So 91. This leg isn't over. If Pat can put in a good score here, then that 91 is bang
Score
under
here.
it.
He slipped into the 5 again.
85.
That's a good recovery though.
Recovered it well.
So 90 plays 91. So treble 17, that's 88. Treble 16 for tops. They stay there for treble 16 to do double 12. So 56 left.
35.
So from 90, we'll start on the 20s. We'll stay there. 20 for Bull, treble 20, double 5. Bull.
$49.
Misses outside, so 56 then, 16 for tops. Just tops. Double 10.
46.
Just on the wire, the double 10.
So
Very
41.
unlucky.
9 or 1. 1 for
Under one.
tops.
Double 20. Big dart coming. Nervy dart that.
1 score.
How many times do we see that, though? The first dart's miles away and you
Yeah.
correct it brilliantly to get nearer to the target area. So double 5. Last dart in hand, he needs it.
5 score.
What he didn't want to fall into that 5. You could see it. First 2 darts were very high. He didn't want to fall into that 5.
So tops it is. Is that an awkward lie?
5 scored.
Yeah, it seemed to be. Looked like it was covering the target a bit. So 5-1 for double 2. Oh,
No
he's
score.
Busted it.
On the opposite side of it.
Just shows that pressure can affect you in different ways. So 35-3 then for double 16. Double 16.
16 for a 1.
Game shot the first
Gets
leg.
it. Gets it. Galway go 1-0 up. Of course, remember, Galway only need 1 more game.
So just to remind you now, this is now a point of no return. If Wexford lose one of the next 2 legs in this
40
match,
scored.
then they are out of the intercounties at the last 16 stage. And Galway will progress to the quarterfinals once again.
13.
Only 13, so the 40 opener was not punished.
36.
This seems to be a very, very nervy second leg from both. They both know what's riding on this. And that's a great second dart from Pat.
100.
After the 13 opener, a ton is a great response.
Just to keep you up to date, folks, Offaly men have advanced to the quarterfinals,
41.
as have Mayo men with a 7-2 win over Kildare. Donegal 7-3 win over Westmeath, and Cork, fantastic, 4-1 down against Meath, have come back and won 7-4 to
35.
set up a quarter-final clash with Donegal. Last year's finals in the quarter, all playing each other in the quarter-final.
Oh, what
60.
an encounter that will be.
Yeah. Waterford men are currently 6-4 up against Clare. Kerry have pulled it back. They're 5-4 down against Cavan.
100.
And just to bring you back to the stage for a moment, Pat has left 153 after 12, and it looks to be the beginning of the
45.
end. There's only one way for 153, treble 20, treble 19, double 18. Not going to go. He will stay up there.
He'll set it up. Set it up.
May come down with the last. No, he stayed
He
there.
stayed there.
45.
So 108 left. You feel a 140 is necessary. It's not going to happen.
Not going to
here.
happen now, no. Unfortunately.
22.
So barring a meltdown, this is the culmination for Galway. 19s, treble 19
Needs to
leaves double
compose himself
16.
now.
Okay, that's
23.
86 left. We'll go for treble 18.
25.
Well,
Two very loose darts, you know.
Yeah.
That's just.
but now there's a chance. 62 scored, should go for the.
81.
I think he should have gone for the 25 of the last start. That would have left 170. So 83 left. That's 2, so 81. Treble 19 for double 12. 62 will go for treble 10. At least 52. But even 52 is not
31.
given.
No.
Another one of those needed. 16 now to leave tops.
A fantastic
136.
3 dart. Wow.
So 52 will go for a 20 over 12. Tops it is for the match.
Yeah.
Gets
And
it.
that
Wins
To
it.
Galway.
is it. Galway, by 7 sets to 2, have beaten Wexford. Galway have confirmed their place in the 2026 All-Ireland quarter-finals. Commiserations to Wexford, never a bad team, but it's Galway who are through
Galway will play Offaly
to play
in the last
Offaly
8.
in the quarter-finals. We will see you back on the stream board very, very soon. I am here with Galway's Kevin Devaney and Liam Gallagher, who have just seen off Wexford by 7-2 in the first stage last 16 tie at the 2026 Inter-County Championship. So, Liam, I'll start with you. Very, very comprehensive performance in the end. Very, very, just by the scoreline, it was one-way traffic.
Just when we woke up this morning, we knew we had a tough game coming into it. But I said to the lads, I says, if we get over this one here now, we have a great chance for the rest of the day. Wexford are a tough team, a very tough team. But I knew that we had their firepower from 1 to 13 to get through it.
I suppose it's, I'll stick with you for one more question here, Lee. I suppose it's very important early on that you get off to a good start because, you know, looking at the Wexford team, they've got some very, very good players in there, and you want to get on top of them early on, don't you?
Especially with the likes of Jason Cullen there and Jack Farrer, he'd be a good player as well. But I knew from 1 to 4 was a massive difference. If we came out of it at least 2-2, we'd be very well. But we came out of it 3-1 after that, and we managed to push on after that. It was a great result for us. We're very delighted. And
I'll go to the man behind the dream now. Kevin, just before we started there, you said about time we beat them. So that's been coming for a while, that result, has it?
Over the last few years, Wexford actually have caught us in the last 16, and I think one year they did us 7-1, 7-2. So it was just nice to get that back because, in fairness, Galway's, you know, it's a big county geographically, but like we're off a good tours, and it's time now the lads started delivering results, and we've a good camp, and you know we've just got to be better. Wexford, our journey is not done yet, like.
And obviously we have a player's perspective there from Liam, but from your perspective as a team manager, what's it like for you when you're stood back and you see your team players going for match darts or set darts? The nerves must be rattling for you.
Oh, I'm probably the worst person, to be honest. I live every dart with them because I just want them to do well for them because they're absolutely a great bunch. And also I want to do it for our own county as well. I think, you know, we've so much that, you know, I think we've probably missed out on a few All-Ireland titles, and hopefully we can do this one. But there's definitely I feel every dart with these lads because it's heartbreaking when we see them lose. But thankfully we're not losing much these days.
And one thing I've noticed as well, I pointed out a few times over the weekend, is team spirit, and I can see on the cameras there, the team spirit with Galway is absolutely incredible. Every time a set was over, all the players over to each other, bigging each other up. It seems that the team spirit is and the team bonding is there.
Well, look, when I came manager and Liam was the captain with me, that was one thing we wanted to create, the dramatics of the Galway A team as well. You know, that we were team bonding. It's one person is not going to win you a tournament. It's going to be all 16 lads on this team, and everyone is important. So if one is down, we all have to pick each other up. If one is doing well, we all cheer each other on. So it's very important that we stick together, support each other, and you know that's, you know, we're all friends at the end of the day as well.
Well, that is Kevin Devaney and that is Liam Gallagher of Galway. 7-2 winners over Wexford. Best of luck in the quarter-finals.
Thank you very much.
And maybe we'll see you back here very soon.
You would.
Has the game lost its color?